They intend to comply with the order and bring him back. That's the bare minimum. They should have done that already. They've had plenty of time between the Supreme Court's order early yesterday evening and now. He should be here in the United States. It's a 5-hour flight.
The U.S. Supreme Court has directed the government to facilitate the return of a Salvadoran man who was wrongly deported. It marked a small victory for opponents of President Donald Trump's immigration policies. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, age 29, had been residing in Maryland before becoming one of more than 200 individuals deported to El Salvador last month under Trump's enforcement measures targeting undocumented migrants. Most of those deported were believed to be members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which the Trump administration designated as a foreign terrorist organization. However, lawyers from the Justice Department later acknowledged that Garcia, who is married to a U.S. citizen, had been removed from the country because of an administrative error. On Thursday, the conservative-majority Supreme Court ordered the government to assist with Garcia's release from detention in El Salvador and ensure that his case is processed as it would have been had he not been mistakenly deported. Simon Sandoval Moschenberg, Garcia's attorney, welcomed the court's decision, saying it demonstrated that the rule of law prevailed.
They intend to comply with the order and bring him back. That's the bare minimum. They should have done that already. They've had plenty of time between the Supreme Court's order early yesterday evening and now. He should be here in the United States. It's a 5-hour flight.
Garcia had been living in the United States with protected legal status since 2019 after a judge determined that deporting him could expose him to danger in his home country. After he was deported and held in El Salvador's high-security CCOT counter-terrorist prison, lower courts mandated that the U.S. government return him to the country by midnight on Monday. The government had argued that Garcia was affiliated with the Salvadoran gang MS-13, although lower courts found that claim to be unsupported by evidence. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem stated on Wednesday that individuals held in CECOT should be there, and they should stay there for the rest of their lives, according to a report by Axios.
These are all individual cases that we won't get into specifics on, but we have incredible intelligence capabilities at the Department of Homeland Security and casework that has been done not just by ICE individuals, but by other departments and the Department of State, that we're confident that people that are there should be there and they should stay there for the rest of their lives.
The White House has promoted a $6 million agreement with Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele to detain suspected gang members in the maximum security facility. The Supreme Court ruled on Thursday that the prior Monday deadline was no longer valid. The lower court must now revise its order while considering the executive branch's authority over foreign affairs.